What's happening, everybody? We hope this finds you well. We got another great top recruit to talk to. Kian Hogan from Santa Fe Christian made his decision where he's going, and if you could pan down a little bit, Oregon State. He's going to go play baseball at Oregon State. Just a couple years ago, we saw a kid named Kevin Abel from Madison go to Oregon State, and he threw the game winner to win the College World Series. So I'm just going to say, congratulations.
Thank you.
But I feel like the bar is set at quite literally you now have to get the game-winning walk-off hit in the World Series your freshman year, or else, you're letting San Diego down. Fair? I'm kidding. So congratulations, my man. Let's talk about that decision. Why the Beavers?
Growing up, I've been watching Oregon baseball and Oregon State baseball. I've actually was an Oregon fan because my family's from Eugene, and just watching Oregon and Oregon State play each other. And then later on, we started watching Oregon State more and more. Just started loving their program, loving the coaches, loving the players. And then a couple years ago, I went to an Oregon State camp for pitching and just loved every minute of it. Loved the players that helped out. The coaches were phenomenal. And then the last year I went back for another one and just loved it even more, and was talking to Coach Bailey a lot. And he's a great coach, great guy, and just helped me through this decision. And even though I had other schools looking at me with some amazing offers as well, I was I couldn't turn this one down. This one's...
Well, I was going to say, it sounds like this is kind of a lifelong, maybe not singular goal, but this has definitely been on the short list of schools for you much longer than, the offer just came in last week and now I went with it. So what was the emotion like the moment that you actually got the offer? Tell us about getting the actual offer.
It's
I see a smile there. I see a smile.
It's one of those where it's hard to believe, is this actually happening? I had no words. I was just full of excitement and just grateful that I had the opportunity to even get looked at by them, because they're such a top tier school, and just the privilege and honor it is to actually be able to go play for them and play for Coach Bailey, and just it's just an honor.
Okay, I'll give you 8 out of 10. That sound a little rehearsed. It's an honor, it's a privilege. So let's go over to the other reaction in the room. I know Mom is there because we yelled at her earlier for being too loud. Mom, what was your reaction? What was the rest of the family's reaction to him getting this offer?
You know what? It was just an absolute blessing. I mean, it's something that we prayed over for a long time, and just looking at all the options, I just wanted him to go for his dream. Whether that meant a walk-on spot or a scholarship where he was supposed to be, I tried to give him permission to do whatever he wanted to pursue this lifelong dream. I mean, the kid was born loving baseball. I joke, but it's true. His second word was ball, and from the time he could crawl, he'd grab a baseball.
Oh, please tell me the first word was strike.
With his left hand, he grabbed it. So this kid is, I always said, he bleeds baseball. And to a school like Oregon State, where they have the caliber of players, I mean, they develop players so well there. I just think the coaching staff's incredible. And then to just the environment when he went there, it was just a perfect match, and I'm super excited. It's a great opportunity.
Now, last question, and then we'll transition back to the superstar himself. Sitting in Solana Beach and watching games, it's a lot of what is outside right now, sunny and 70 and not a cloud in the sky. Are you ready to spend a vast majority of the next 4 years cold and wet?
Well, thank God all my family is up in Oregon, and so he's been up there enough that I keep telling him it's not going to be like this. So he's used to it a little bit.
So I hear from you that he needs to get used to it, and you're going to be watching the games on television from the comfort of home where it is still sunny and 70.
Well, I did make sure with Coach Bailey that parents did get tickets, because it's hard to get tickets, and he assured me they would.
Deal. Well, we really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on. All right, so you make your decision a couple of days ago. Unfortunately, we're not able to throw a whole big party at your school and all that. But there still had to have been a weight off the shoulders, or that feeling of just some actual moment where this really became like real for you and it stopped being a hypothetical, I think I want to go there. What was that moment?
Yeah, I mean, from the time like I started trying to get like looks and playing in top tier tournaments in the summer with summer teams and doing my best in the season, like I kind of like struggled with actually like getting schools to look at me for a while until this year, like especially during the spring. I'm like, I got to be able to find the right school for me. And I was kind of like stressing out about it. But then all of a sudden, like when I started talking to Oregon State more and more, it just like, I knew that this would be the place I would go to. And, and finally committing, it definitely took all the weight off my shoulders. Like it felt really good. I was like just sitting there on my bed, just like, finally this happened. So I'm like, it's just a lot of excitement. And I'm just like happy to be able to get that off my shoulders. Happy to be a Beaver now.
I'm Googling fun facts about Beavers right now. And I really want to quiz. Is your major going to be dam building?
No, I actually am majoring in economics.
Oh, so you actually know what you want to major in already.
Yeah.
So you'll know how to use your MLB money quite well afterwards once you're done with once you're done with your 20-year career. Please look forward to. Will you build an actual baseball field for SFC?
I will try to.
So they don't have.
I will try to. That is something we really need to do.
I mean, it's a nice field. It's it's a nice physical turf field. The infield is very nice, but that's got to be a little disheartening pitching when your right field is like 280 feet and left field is like 9,000 feet.
Yeah, it sucks for, especially as lefties, hitting there. It's almost impossible to hit one out because the wind blows in and it's kind of deeper than the left field. So it's just like interesting.
Are you excited to never have to set the fence up and down again in college? Like, are you looking for it? Was that one reason that you picked Oregon State? Was that they had an established outfield wall that you would never have to pick up a piece of?
I'm pretty sure that was a little bit of it.
You're going around the campus, Coach. Does that outfield wall move? Is that's sedentary? Okay, good for sure. All right, I want to hit you with just some standard baseball trivia that I like to ask everybody. Just give me the quick fire responses. Top 3 flavors of seeds.
Top 3 flavors
of seeds.
Gotta
yeah,
be dill pickle, cracked pepper, and probably ranch.
That's my 3 in exact order. Yes, I
Are you
love
serious?
you. Oh hell yeah, man! I went the dill pickle route because it was the flavor that no one else would eat. So my bag of dill pickle would last the whole game. As opposed to if you show up with a bag of barbecue or ranch, everyone's like, "Oh, let me get some of those."
Oh, those are gone.
Yeah, it's such bad. You're like, no, these are 99 cents at the gas station. Get your own. Get out of here. Weirdest superstition you've seen in a dugout or clubhouse?
That's gotta be. Forgot who it was. I think someone just wore the same socks. I believe it was. Every game. I think that's got to be the one. That one was interesting. I forgot who it was.
There's always one. I feel like there's always the one sock guy on every team. Yeah. There's always that one guy that's like, "Oh man, we haven't lost a game since I've started wearing these socks." And we're like, "Yeah, but you've been hitting $180 the whole time. So are you sure that's working?" Favorite uniform that you guys rock?
Back in JV days, it was fun wearing the pinstripes that we had, and we wore them last year. One game for varsity, and we lost that game in a game we shouldn't have lost. And coach is like, "Nope, we're not wearing those anymore."
No!
Yeah, we loved them a lot, but those were my favorite ones to wear.
The pinstripes are certainly an aggressive. Like you got to be a certain team to pull off the pinstripes.
Oh yeah, and we had such a great team last year. I thought we could have pulled it off, but I guess not.
So I asked batters what their walk-up song is, but for pitchers, what's your coming out of the bullpen song if you had one?
I tried last year. I had Enter Sandman was one of mine.
Bro, that is bold going with Mariano Rivera's. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. And then this year I tried to. We didn't really do pitcher walk-up songs, but I thought about doing one called "I Like to Win." I thought that one was kind of cool. So I was gonna go with that one, but then our sound guy said, "Hey, we're not gonna do pitcher walk-up songs, but like maybe we can play it in between innings and stuff." So I was like, "Okay."
Nonsense. Nonsense. I like asking everybody here because I have long held that San Diego's like, we're a baseball town. It goes baseball and then everything else, regardless of what Twitter or Instagram or anything says like that. You at SFC have been more or less in that upper division, open division kind of conversation all these 4 years. So, I mean, how ready do you feel with the level of competition that you've played against here to move on to that next level?
I've been told that Oregon State is just like, you just got to be ready because that's just a next level of baseball that you got to prepare for. And playing like Division I teams, open division teams down here in high school, like Torrey Pines, LCC, playing like high up teams, high up players who've gone to D1 colleges, it's definitely helped. And also over the summer playing in crazy tournaments with Trotsky, playing like against kids who are already in college. I remember this one game where we played against college kids, and we actually held in really nicely, but they were like, you could tell they were just already men and just huge and jacked and like 19, 20-year-olds. So, but I feel like overall, like I'm preparing myself to play at that level, but I'm just like ready for anything right now.
Better feeling, scoring a touchdown or striking somebody out looking?
It's got to be. It's depending on the situation, but it's got to be striking out someone looking. That's really nice.
And this is coming from somebody that scored a couple, so you know a little bit about scoring that ball. Talk to us about though being a multi-sport athlete, because it happens a lot, but especially at these small schools. I mean, whole batches, like 7 kids will go from the football team to the basketball team to the baseball team throughout the whole year. So did you enjoy playing multiple sports? Did you think that would you still be an Oregon State baseball player without football? Are those completely separate? Just talk about that a little bit.
I mean, from the time I could walk, I just was an athlete. It started out with baseball and then moved on to soccer. I did cross country. I did track, football. I played golf for fun with my grandpa and friends. And overall, like, I just love playing sports, and I just can't like not have sports in my life. Like, just being in quarantine just sucks because I can barely do anything. So that's just like one of the reason, or like one of the things. Like, I'm just like I just live and breathe sports, and like,
okay, so then what are you doing in your downtime to help fill the void? I mean, are you okay, you're going to give me the answer. You're hitting off the tee. You're trying to stay in shape. Let's move all past that. How are you like actually trying to fill your boring downtime?
I mean, we have online classes with our school, but so I do on my online classes. I will, like, right after I'm done with my homework for the day, I do something, either run, maybe some body weight workout, or like throwing against a mini trampoline that I set up, like a weighted ball, something to keep my arm in shape a little bit. And then I go on and do a delivery job with DoorDash, and then come back home. Yeah. So like I'm trying to get myself ready.
So America, if you are up in the Solana Beach area and you see this beautiful face delivering your food, just know that's a future Major League superstar that is picking up some side hustle on DoorDash. And just don't go up and say hi or wave or ask for an autograph or anything. Just see him at a distance and be like, someone famous just delivered my groceries. And that's crazy, man. Working those multiple jobs. So you're not like waking up on game day, putting on the uniform, just being like, man, we'd be playing Sage Creek today. Like, you're not that level of like trying to fill it. Cause I've talked to some people that are like, I'm going a little stir crazy.
I mean, I am definitely going stir crazy in here. I've almost like broken down, like thinking about how we're done, no more. But like no more playing with my team that I had, and just missing all the people, like the juniors and then the seniors who aren't playing anymore, and not being able to play with them anymore. But I wouldn't be one of those guys to, I guess, stress out and say like, oh yeah, we're playing this team today, I'm ready to go. but I definitely miss it. It sucks. But yeah.
Well, so okay, so then I give everybody a little bit of space and room to tell them tell us, what has this been like? No other senior class has ever had this experience. So for you, what is the mental, the emotional, what's the experience been like?
It's just also real for me sometimes. Like sometimes I'll like be emotional, like yeah, I'm like it hits me like we're done with the season. And then like other times just like, is this like even real? Like I don't even know if this is real or not. But like overall, like I mean it's great. I still talk to my baseball team. We'll have Zoom meetings as a team with the coaches just to catch up, see how we're doing. So, I mean, overall, I'm just going to miss everyone, miss the team, miss my seniors, miss the coaches as well, and just, like, miss playing for SFC.
Well, we really appreciated getting to see you play for SFC for all these years. I know that you have certainly shared your talents with everyone here in San Diego and helped bring a lot of light to our lives. So everybody, let's send some positive vibes back his way. And to all the high school seniors out there that have lost their seasons, their proms, their graduations, everything is kind of crazy and unknown right now. So they just need a lot of the positivity sent your way. Thankfully, though, we're going to get to see him play again in another uniform next year, changing a shade of red for a shade of orange. So kind of in that same color scheme. Thank you so much for being on with us. You have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy, folks. Get to know the name Kian Hogan, because in just a couple of years, he's going to be representing San Diego really well, and maybe even playing for the Padres, fingers crossed, if everything turns out exactly right. He'll be the $400 million man that actually leads us to the playoffs. Or not. We'll just keep being a mediocre team forever. One of the two. There's only two options there for the Padres. Kian, thank you so much for being on with us.
Thank you.
Folks, we'll talk to you next time.